Don't forget you can check out the stream live every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central. www.twitch.tv/x_utter chaos_x. Now let's get on to the featured video. All right, everybody, welcome back to the MLB The Show 20 franchise rebuild here with the Orioles. We have actually reached just past the winter meetings here, but I wanted to point out a date on the calendar. November 20th this year was the date to submit your 40-man roster. And the importance of submitting the 40-man roster is those are protected players from the Rule 5 draft. So you can protect up to 40 players on your roster from being involved in the Rule 5 draft. We'll just go ahead and switch over here. Now, you don't have to select 40. In my rebuild, I did not select 40 players. I only selected, I believe, 30 once we made a couple moves. The only way to add, after that date, the only way to add anybody is to sign MLB free agents. So they have to be MLB quality. So we signed a couple there. Now, ultimately, we have 32 people on the roster. That means in the Rule 5 draft, as you kind of see there, I'm going to have 8 rounds to go through, which is a few too many, because any player you select in the Rule 5 draft has to be on your Major League roster. So we're going to go ahead and go into the draft, and the draft is based on last season's results. So we're drafting, I guess we had the second worst record in the league. So we're going to pick second. Now, as I said, these are players. Ooh, this year's draft looks horrible. These have to go to your Major League roster. And all right, some starting pitchers here. Let's see, 25, he's 78 rated. So I think, actually, we're going to look at some position players first. Oh, man, a 23-year-old second baseman. We're so loaded at second base right now. Basically, these are all the players that did not make the 40-man squads on their current team. So 78 there, and there was a 78 pitcher, correct? This Michael Barrett, he has a pretty good potential. I think we're going to pick him. That's going to help the rotation. And so now we're going to have to select 8 of these players that hopefully can make our squad. All right. Is that second baseman still there? He is. We're going to, I mean, this is adding competition to the squad. It's going to be a little slow here. Let's see. Somebody that is going to add 74 left fielder. That's nice. He plays on our Colorado squad. That's add a little bit of help in the bullpen right there. That's 3 rounds down. We still have 5 players to pick. And once you pick these players, like I said, they have to be on your Major League squad. So you cannot move them down. Cannot demote them in any way. They are yours, and you have to be pretty satisfied with them. Is that left fielder still there? 74. Seth Beer. I know we've played against him. We'll pick him. And all this is going to do, it's going to add more depth to the squad. So ultimately, going through this and picking these players, we're adding a little bit of depth into the squad. Robbie Hubble, he is ours, but hopefully he doesn't get picked. He's a little bit lower rated. Some of these guys, yeah, you see, they're on the team. So these are guys that we did not protect. I had the chance to protect, and don't worry, the game is going to tell you who are your best players that are most likely going to get picked. So you don't have to worry about that. Oh, he's ours. Yikes. We are kind of short on. So we just got him as a free agent. Really don't want to have to waste a pick on that. Any good? We need to kind of shore up first base. A young one that has some potential. Anybody? Yeah, but he's nobody that we can really rely on. We are really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here, aren't we? Maybe just go with starting pitchers. Here's this guy. We can always turn him into relievers. All right, 5 rounds in. 3 more rounds. This is why you don't want to leave too many spots. Because you just don't have enough. Ty. Ty was in the Colorado organization, and they let him go. Pretty interesting there. Decent stamina. He may be somebody, but we may be kind of pushing it here. We may just have to go with different positions. You know what? We're going to give this guy a try. He's played on the Colorado team and did pretty well in Season 4. That's not going to help us right away, but I think we're going to make a move at catcher. So, first base. Let's get a good young first baseman. Somebody that's not going to mind sitting for a minute. B potential. As you see, they don't really leave too many key players, those A potential players. Those guys typically get protected. We'll give him a go. We got one more pick to make here. And you know what? I'm going to take this... Actually, I'm going to take Trey Cabbage out in right field. That should be the final pick of the draft. We've probably been the only one picking for a little while. What? All right, I was going to say, there's no way we're still picking. All right, that is it. And the Rule 5 draft, basically, just realize that 40-man roster is important. because those are protected players. Everybody else goes in eligible for the Rule 5 draft, so other teams can pick players away from you. It's just a way of keeping the bigger ball clubs from just hoarding all the talent and a little bit more parity. So ultimately, I would say maybe leave, if you're a rebuilding team, maybe leave 2 or 3 options open, not like the 8 that I did, because a lot of these guys aren't going to see much playing time, and I'm just going to have to hope that they actually improve. But that is it for this episode. It looks like we got a couple players we got to offer arbitration to that we just picked up, and we'll see you next time.